let me in, so move it on over. Move it on over. Move it on over. Move over, little dog, cause the big dog's moving in. She's changed the lock on our front door, and my door key don't fit no more, so get it on over. Get it on over. Scoot it on over. Scoot it on over. Move over, nice dog, cause the mad dog's moving in. Anyway, there you go.
Wow. What's the trick of playing like Hank then? What's the big deal? What was he doing that was unique?
His songwriting, the power of it is so simple. Is that, you know, that's exactly the same chords. The E, the A, the B7 are used in I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry, which I think is his most heartfelt ballad. The last verse goes like this. The silence of a falling star lights up a purple sky, and as I wonder where you are, I'm so lonesome I could cry. And it's just so simple, in a way that I find eternally moving. Not when I sing it, but when I listen to him sing it. Yeah, he was a master.
Does playing with an instrument become an impediment to putting the character across, or is it part of the character?
I found the music sections were the most energetic and the most infectious. There was huge freedom in a way in just selling the performance of the song itself. I mean, you know, you're a guitar player. It's nothing like this. Anyone who plays the guitar, it has enormous power. You know, music is the most immediately infectious art form, I think. Trying to just go straight across the stage, and it was really exciting, especially playing Lovesick Blues, because that was the one that when he first played that in Nashville, Merle Kilgore, his old friend, said, "That's when the women stood up and threw their babies in the air," because the yodel, the way he yodeled, was something that nobody had ever seen before. It's 3 chords and the truth, that's what they say. Blues music is.
She's a low home, go home, and I am a low home's a blue.
For a man who could be it seemed quite a joyful performer, he obviously had his demons.
Yeah.
And I think there was a quote with somebody saying that his audience liked him because he let them tap into that darkness in their own lives, but through a pop medium.
Yeah.
I wondered if that was an actor's job as well, is to let us experience that kind of nastiness in a safe environment.
Yeah, I think so. We do have a fascination with artists who have a capacity to explore their own darkness and somehow transmit it through music or through writing or through acting, because they have the courage to say something about the experience of being alive that is universal, and it connects. You know, if you hear someone singing about a pain that you feel you know, then it makes you feel less alone in the world.
Are you one of these people that subscribe to the idea that things like alcohol help creativity?
I do think actually the artists who kind of found a way to have the same freedom in a more sober context are the ones who actually make the most powerful work in the end.
I always find it interesting that Hank Williams is seen as a kind of American folk legend, right? He's a cuddly figure almost to some people.
Yeah.
But he had this incredibly rough, hard life.
Yeah.
And these songs are about pain and torment.
People are sentimental about him because it's period, actually. It's quite in the history of America, the 40s is quite a long time ago. And there's something very raw and unembellished about his sound. It's steel guitars and the culture he sings about is of being in the doghouse, and so I think perhaps people feel that was a simpler time, but the life he was living was real. He sang what he knew in the only way that he knew, and people loved it because it was true. That's, I think, what we're drawn to in all art, is authenticity in the end.
Great. Thank you, Tom.
Thanks,
Cheers.
man.
Thanks.
Should we play ourselves out?
Sure, why not?
Well, I'm standing on the corner with a bucket in my hand. I'm waiting on a woman that ain't got no man. 'Cause my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. Yeah, my bucket's got a hole in it. I can't buy no